Hi, I'm Brandon. I love Lifetime Christmas movies.
I'm Patrick Serrano, and I am a Lifetime movie expert.
I'm Dan, and I despise Lifetime Christmas movies, and this is the
Deck the Lifetime Uncorked podcast. Festive, go. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Why do we throw festive into that one? You know, they've
festive.
been Christmas movies for a long time, but this one, we
festive.
decided to take it another level.
I wouldn't be opposed to going to a festive dance party.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sure.
In all of my time that I've spent in the club.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Clearly.
Of 0 seconds.
Zero.
Wow.
You've
never
been
been in
to
a club of any kind?
I've been to like music venues for concerts, but I've never gone like clubbing.
You've never been in a club?
No.
Not once.
Have
in
you?
your life. Yeah, like not a lot, but like.
I didn't go to college.
But that's the other thing is in college, I had my roommate played in a bar band. And so what would happen is we would go and see him play, and then they would want to go other places. I never, ever sought out going to a club ever. I've probably been into like an actual dance club handful of times. And then I used to drive for Uber and picked up a lot of people from the club.
Patrick, how much time have you spent in the club this week?
Oh, boys, I was going to say, I used to be spending a lot of time in the club.
Do you go anymore?
No. I had a gay funeral when I turned 30 and I went to all the bars there's like one strip in Chicago called Boys Town or whatever they call it now. They call it something else. Gay Town or something. More inclusive, not just boys, you know.
Sure.
It's just called Gay Town is what it's called.
Right.
Guys, let's go back. Listen, I know I'm not the one to be recommending changes in this arena, but let's go back to the drawing board here when it comes to names, right?
I really don't know what it's called anymore because I don't go there. I went to every bar. They eulogized me at each bar. And
wow.
I'm going to have my resurrection this year because I'm turning 40. So I'm going to come back and be resurrected.
So hold on. So you haven't been...
that you were like, I want you to eulogize me? Or is this a service that Boytown offers?
It is not a service. It was just for me, and I made all my friends dress up in all black and like a funeral, and we walked to all the bars.
How many bars? How many clubs?
Probably about 20-ish bars.
Did you do it all in one night, or did you do it?
Yeah, one night.
Wow.
You know, just do a drink there, and then
That's
go to the next one.
Drinks.
That is a night, my friend. That's
it was fun, but
so wait,
I haven't been.
Have you been to any of the bars or clubs on Boytown since you've been 30?
Yes, but not to like dance and be on the dance floor. But yes, I used to be a dance floor gay. I was definitely that.
I saw Dance Boy
16
Gay
years
live.
old in DC. I was at foam parties at Club Nation.
Wow.
Foam parties.
Club Nation in 1990. You were partying like it was 1999.
Yes, I was. I was underage, but I knew the bouncer. So I would get my adult wristband and just go dancing.
Oh my
I didn't even
God.
care about drinking. I just wanted to dance.
Yeah, I just want to dance on a Saturday night.
You can dance if you want to.
That's right. Leave your friends behind. But my thing is that means when you got eulogized, that's 15 years in the club. Like you weren't just like hanging it up after a few years. Like you had spent half of your life in the club.
Yes, exactly.
Well, hold on. So what was it? What happened? I know we got a movie to talk about, but what happened?
This is very, very fascinating.
What happened when you turned 30 or you were approaching 30? You were like, I gotta hang up the boots.
Everyone knows that when you turn 30 and you're gay, you're dead to the gay community. You're dead. You're gay dead.
You're gay dead. This is news to me, and I believe Brandon as well.
Well, can you give me any more what does that mean? You're dead.
So no one cares about you anymore. If you go into a club, you're invisible.
Oh, okay. I see now.
Yeah.
So it would have been just like lame or eye rolling for you to continue to try to dance like you're 16 when you're 31.
Exactly. I think the last time I went to one of these gay clubs, I made out with a 19-year-old, and I was like, how'd you get in here? And then I'm like, wait, I was you at one point. I need to stop coming to these places.
And that was yesterday.
Right. No. So now that I'm turning 40, it's like I'm like a daddy now. I think that's what they call it.
That's what you are now.
I don't want to get into that, but
I'm
I
just
do
saying,
want. I do.
That's why I can come back.
So hold on. When you turn 40, you can start going back to the club on a regular basis without eye rolls.
Yeah, I think people are like, "Oh, you have money now. You're a successful person. You have a podcast."
Right. So 40s are hot, 30s are not.
Right. 30, you are gay dead, and then you can come back at 40 and like be. You could go back anytime after that and be iconic.
And be iconic. Oh, so if you show up at 50, you're iconic.
Oh yeah, you're like, whoa, you're 50? Show me your ID. Show me your ID. That's what I would say.
So can I ask you this really quickly? Since you did a funeral when you were 30, when you're 40, will you do some sort of new birth?
Oh yeah, I'm dressing up as gay Jesus. He does he does CrossFit. He does CrossFit. Okay. I'm gonna have a box of wine that used to be water.
Yes. And, you put a Dasani label right on that bad boy. I love this.
Exactly. So I'm gonna be resurrected. Yes, I will push that rock out of the way.
He does CrossFit. That's fantastic.
Someone in the comments are saying you become a zaddy at 50.
Oh, okay. Great.
We are learning all sorts of stuff today. This
Things
has been
to aspire
very
to.
helpful.
Look, the gay culture is so confusing. I don't even know.
I'm so glad that we can start calling him iconic as soon as he turns 40, which is right around when I'm going to turn 40. So I won't forget it.
But I'm not going to call you iconic.
No. I mean, I never had a funeral. I never had a funeral.
Hey, Dan, we got to go record Electron Cork with the icon.
With the icon.
So
right.
Man.
Yeah. And then when we're doing this in 2033, we can call him Lifetime Zaddy, apparently.
Sure. Why not? This beard will be fully gray by then.
I love it.
Speaking of
fully,
50,
I don't see any gray in there.
No.
I don't see any.
Not today. I have good at lighting.
Okay, gotcha.
Speaking of 50, speaking of Zaddy, can we talk about Mario Lopez?
Yeah, dude is almost 50 years old.
Almost 50 years old.
He defies age.
Has he had work done, or is he just like?
I think he has good genetics and comes from like a good line of beautiful people probably, and obviously has had minor tweaks here and there. He started early.
Oh, you think so?
But it's classy. So? He's not going for like a big makeover. It's just a little bit here and there.
Little bit of filler, little bit of Botox,
But will any of those things, like assuming he stops, he's not getting any more fills or toxed, will any of that show up later in life, or is it always good?
There's a certain point where
is he always good?
It's gonna just start looking not so great, Okay.
Well, that's my question, because if you want to have a little bit of work done, will it ever show? Like, will it ever be like, oh boy, you did that 20 years ago? That's obvious. Like, if you don't,
less effective. Like I've been doing Botox for like 5 years, and now I have to do more of it because my body's become immune to it. So if I kept doing it, then eventually like the skin gets really thin and like it's not great. So yeah, you got to be careful.
But but at what point do you go from that you're looking good now to down the road? We all know the people that we're talking about, where it's like, boy, you should have stopped a while ago, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know how you.
I think Botox wears off. I don't think.
Is that true? Botox wears off?
I don't think if you do Botox in your 30s and then you stopped in your 50s, people are going to be like, boy, you did Botox in your 30s. I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, Botox definitely wears off. It only lasts like 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
but you're saying, but what about fillers?
Fillers. I've never done a face filler, but I believe they can put something in to dissolve the filler, is what I've heard.
This is fascinating. My friend does Botox for her migraines.
Yeah.
She says it works for them.
My kid, when he was an infant, had to get Botox in his saliva glands to help with something with his lips, and it worked immediately. It's unbelievable.
How about that?
Yeah.
It's modern medicine, miracles of venom,
Miracles of Venom. That's exactly right. Saw them live. Phenomenal. We're talking about stepping into the holiday.
Yes.
Mario Lopez joint for 2022. You know we got to do the Mario Lopez movie.
Always.
Patrick, I will let you take it away, and I'll also remind you about The Signal.
Oh, right. Yes, I will
Yeah.
look for The Signal this time.
It's
got
real
it.
obvious.
This isn't. We're not doing it now. We're
Okay.
doing, but just
Okay.
remember.
Is this better if I do?
I do like the Kermit. I like the Kermit waving in the arms. Like, "Ah!"
Fillers
Okay.
only last 4 to 6 months, says somebody. Guys, this has been very helpful
This is
today.
good
Thank
stuff.
you so much.
This is really good stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, I'll
so-
let you take it away.
Stepping into the holidays, which does feature plastic surgery, I will say, stars Jana Kramer, Mario Lopez, Sherry O'Terry from SNL, Carla Jimenez, and Mario Cantone from Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Wow. There you have it.
It's
Chock
an all-star
full.
cast.
Chock full of folks.
All-star cast. So I guess just jumping right in, we start off with like a wide shot of a street, like a town, and the camera's panning in. It's like a sweeping dance shot, reminiscent of like the, I don't know, 1950s musicals or something.
West Side Story.
Like singing in the
Mhm.
rain. Like one of those, we're on the street and we're
Got
singing
it.
and dancing
Got
type
it. Yeah.
things.
Yeah, and it's like we see like Mario Lopez and Jana Kramer, they're dancing in the town square, and the camera pans in on them, and he's like, "Are we gonna be okay?" And she's like, "We'll see in this movie," and then cuts to 2 weeks earlier.
And I just want to say something really
What?
quick about this
So
shot.
they're not singing. She just says, "Are we going to be okay?"
Yeah. He says it. He says
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
This is like super cinematic looking.
Very cinematic.
Like
They
I
spent all
thought
the
we
budget.
I thought we were watching like something that was good, like they were gonna pull back and it was gonna be like for TV, like he was like filming something or something. But this was supposed
Yeah.
to be, but this is a flash forward to what we're going to see later in this movie. But also, we're not going to see this exact scene shot the way that it's shot later on.
So
in this
when
movie.
we see it again, it'll look just
it'll look like a normal Lifetime movie,
normal.
Right.
which is very
yeah.
interesting.
I learned that Lifetime movies cost about $2 million to make.
Right.
So
Right.
they spent like $1.5 million on the first 30 seconds.
It looked wild. Like I was like, "What's happening?" And then it just cuts to like Times New Roman 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was like, "Oh, there we go.
Well,
now
then,
we're back,
You know,
baby."
Mario's bringing in some cash, so they didn't have much left to make the movie
Yeah.
at that point.
Right. I mean, yeah, and his daughter made a cameo. That had to cost a pretty
course.
penny.
His daughter's in everything. His daughter was at the Macy's parade with
Yeah,
her,
yeah.
with him.
Yeah,
And they
he's trying to make her
sat on
happy.
top of the turkey,
Yeah, that was wild.
which was phenomenal.
It's great.
Phenomenal
like-
is not the word I would use, but it
No,
was, it
no,
was wild.
I'm being serious here. Imagine that's like such a one in a lifetime opportunity to ride
Such
in
a
the
one in a lifetime opportunity.
yeah to ride in the. It's not, you're not just in the Macy's Thanksgiving parade, which is already an experience,
Iconic.
rare,
Speaking
iconic.
of 40-year-olds.
You're on top of the turkey, Dan.
There you go. I mean, that turkey's
I
been in
saw
every
it,
parade.
Brand.
You're not saying that would be an incredible experience for you?
It'd be fine.
Okay,
You're the
okay.
weirdest person I know.
The
So,
fact that I
you're
don't
the
think
weirdest
riding
person I
on
know.
top of a turkey is
It's
iconic.
not a turkey. It's the freaking turkey, man. It is the turkey.
Who cares?
Everyone, you saw it, didn't you?
And I was just like, why are they doing that?
Gosh,
I
you're
think
the worst.
Brand's trying to say that Mario Lopez. Okay. And in this movie, he's also a big deal. Okay. He
Yes.
is playing a character named Billie Holiday. Yes, we talked about it before. It's a terrible name.
It's real bad.
He's playing himself though. Like he's
He is,
Mario
he is.
Lopez in this movie.
He's in. He's hosting a reality show called Celebrity Dance Off, and they just wrapped on the season. It's going great. He's living his best life, and the network executive Wayne Mario Cantone from Sex and the City comes up for his one and only scene.
It's a great scene.
Mario
And
Cantone's got one scene.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was like so disappointed. And
it's
he's great.
it is the scene in this movie that made me laugh out loud.
Yeah, he is funny. He is a funny
Very
guy.
funny. Very funny.
And he's like, like blowing smoke up Mario's, hoo-ha. And then that's the saying, right?
Oh yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
And it's all like television talk, like he's talking TV, and he's like, you know what, like, you're the best host in TV and all that type of stuff. And we know that's not true because we have Ann Curry, who's the best host of TV, right?
Ann Curry.
Ann Curry.
Wow.
We know it's not true because Ann Curry exists. That's
Yeah.
what Patrick
She's
said.
the best. That, in my opinion, the ratings are down, and Mario Lopez gets fired for the show. So he's, what am I gonna do? I got fired.
Yeah, to
from
give
the
just
show.
a little bit of context here, he just recently broke up with his girlfriend, who's also like on the show, right, Patrick?
Yeah. Yep.
She's like another one of the hosts or something. And so since they've broken up, ratings have gone down to 2.
Man.
He does this whole whistle bit where he's like, ratings are
Yeah.
and then he's like, I can't whistle and do the explosion, which made me laugh. But basically, he's like, you're no good to us anymore.
Yeah, he's no Ann Curry.
He's no Ann Curry.
Yeah.
He's no Ann Curry. That's exactly right.
And then as Mario Cantone leaves, he sings like "God Bless the Child Who's Got His Own." So like the movie knows that Billie Holiday is like a name already. You know, like that made me feel better. At least.
Okay, good.
Still a bizarre choice.
Yeah.
Still a weird choice, but at least Mario Cantone's like calling it out. He's like, your name is not yours. It belongs to someone who's way cooler than you. We get like an Access Hollywood because Mario works for Access Hollywood and like in real life. So we actually get like on that, and it's like some girl. She's like talking about Mario's like firing and all this stuff. And word gets out basically that Mario has been fired, and his mom calls him and she's like, you better come back for Christmas if you don't have to work.
Mm-hmm.
You never come home.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course, this is the classic mom using an opportunity where your kid is in the absolute worst place they've ever been in their life. And it's like, you should come home for Christmas.
You should come right on home. Makes sense.
Classic mom.
But Mario has ready. He's going to check in with his agent, Sherry O'Terry, first. And there's a whole thing about Pacoima. There's a Pacoima Christmas parade that Mario Lopez is invited to be the Grand Marshal of. But he's like, where's Pacoima? And like, I guess that's supposed to be funny. Like Sherry O'Terry was trying to be funny, but she was not funny. And I love her.
It was weird.
Sherry O'Terry was not funny.
No.
Yeah, not really.
Wow.
There was one small bit with the dog that was humorous. Shakira, the dog.
What's the last thing she's been in?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you.
This probably shouldn't have been it. But yeah, basically they come up with an idea that he should go back home and lay low and make people miss him. It's the classic, you don't know what you have till it's gone.
That's right.
And so since he's not getting any job offers while he's around, might as well go back home and make people miss him.
Right. So that's what he does. He goes home, and we cut to the town to see what's happening in the town. And we meet Ray, who's Jana Kramer. And I'm not going to call Jana Kramer in this movie because she's just not there for me. Okay? She was in One Tree Hill.
You're not a Jana Kramer fan, right?
Yeah, you don't like Jana Kramer, right?
Look, I don't know her, but I don't think we'd be friends. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Sure.
I think we'd be frenemies. We'd be frenemies. And you know, are you a singer? Are you an actress? Are you a celebrity? Like, I need you to decide. It's too confusing.
You don't like when people do more than one thing?
I mean, I like a multi-hyphenate if you're good at those things.
I see. Okay.
But you're telling me that Jana Kramer needs to commit to one so she could be good.
Yeah, she could be good at one thing. She can't be mediocre at all the things.
Okay. I don't know anything about her, and I thought that she was just fine. But I'm seeing in the comments and you that seems a little less excited about Jana Kramer.
Huh.
Jana Kramer is very thirsty for attention. Exactly.
I would never say that.
No, we wouldn't. But if
someone
you're
at
at BrambleJamPlus.com, you can say,
look, BrambleJam.com or whatever it is, BrambleJam Plus comments are hilarious. And if you aren't on them, you should definitely be on them.
That's true.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yes.
BrambleJam.com or whatever it is. Just figure it out. Whatever.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's your holiday season. Do whatever you want to.
Okay. So we meet Ray. She's opening a dance studio in town, and she has this like sassy sister who owns the town bakery. And they're like, "Hey, did you hear Mario Lopez is coming back?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, he used to like dance here and stuff." And that's cool. So we find out that Ray and Mario Lopez, or I guess just no, sorry, Ray is a Broadway dancer. Like she danced on Broadway. That's like how she has the chops.
She did Lion King.
Yes, she was the like butt of a
Yeah,
giraffe and Lion
giraffe
King.
butt. Yeah.
Is this a real bit they're doing in the movie?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
That was her thing. So, but she realized like it wasn't for her. She came back to the town, opened this dance studio, and one of her students is Mario Lopez's nephew, Junior, and he's very excited. He like, I swear, every scene he's in, he is like popping and locking and dropping. You know?
Oh, hey. Yeah, he's one of those.
What's up, everybody?
He's one of those TikTok kids. This movie does the thing where they lecture the next generation on like technology,
Love
like
that.
but subtly, like,
Yeah.
all right, you little kids, you're always popping and locking. You care more about the views than the studies. Classic lesson. But I will say, when Mario Lopez shows up into town, he's walking by the dance studio to like meet up with Junior, and I don't know what they were wanting us to think that Mario Lopez was doing here, because he's looking through the window and Janet Kramer's doing a whole dance routine, and he's like just watching, like just really watching. It was very uncomfortable. And then Junior comes out and he's like, "Hey man, I saw you dance. It was really great." What did they want us to think he was doing? Did they want us to think that he was watching his nephew? Because he wasn't, right?
No, he wasn't. He was definitely like falling in love or like leering through the window. It was
They
a
did
little
a thing.
One of those.
It's Lifetime.
They did a shot where they're going through the window, looking at Mario Lopez, watching through the window, and we see in the reflection her dance. They really did it. It was real artistic.
Those two scenes. That was all we needed.
Yeah.
Like that in the beginning.
Oh, forget about
it.
it.
The budget's done.
So
how much you think Mario Lopez gets to be in one of these joints?
Good question.
Couple hundred.
I was gonna say $300,000.
Yeah, $250,000.
Something like that, and a producer credit.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
so,
okay. Yeah. You got to get the producer.
Sorry,
is Janet Kramer a producer on this?
I'd have to look it up, but
okay.
I'm gonna say probably, and she's doing it half-assed.
I thought she was fine, guys. Everyone is hating on Janet Kramer. I thought she was.
I gotta look her up because I don't know who this is. You said One Tree Hill, but I didn't ever watch that show.
Me neither. That's why I have no investment in this person. But I mean, I'm sure
she was on Friday Night Lights for a year. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was.
What did she do there?
She was just forgettable on that too.
She was very Noelle. I can't read the last name. It's not coming up. She was she has done a lot of Lifetime. Holy cow. And
somebody cares. Somebody cares.
Yeah, clearly a lot of Lifetime.
Does she have a good following on the socials?
I don't know the answer to that.
All right, fair. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Probably. Okay, so they meet, and they're like, "Oh, hi, okay, hi." And she tells them that she's doing the Christmas dance recital, but they don't have a location to do the recital because the old barn where they used to do it is all falling down and stuff. You can't tear down a barn. You have to let it just kind of fall, and then you can't tear down a barn. That's just a fact.
It's a fact. You can't tear down a barn.
You can't.
That's fair.
It's bad luck.
Yeah. Janet Kramer has 2 million Instagram followers.
Okay.
That's a big number.
That's why she's in all these movies then.
No kidding. Holy cow.
Good for her, though.
Yeah, she's doing something. She dated like a athlete, like a professional athlete, and they got divorced and had a podcast about their divorce. I know that.
Wow. All right, Mario Lopez. Who has more, Mario Lopez or Janet Kramer?
Has to be Mario Lopez, right?
No, Janet Kramer.
Janet Kramer, 2 million. Mario Lopez, 2.1 million.
Hey!
Wow.
Wait,
Very
she did
close.
a podcast about her divorce
with her ex-husband.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my!
We all do things differently.
She has
Clearly.
a podcast. Maybe we'll see her at a podcast convention or something.
Yeah, we go to a lot of those. The three of us.
Oh, great.
The three of us are just always doing stuff.
We're always the next big one. We coordinate travel and everything. That's what we do.
There you go. There you go. Okay, I think it's time for a break.
You did it, buddy.
You said it.
Nope.
Come on, man.
Hold on. Say it again.
Okay, I think it's time for a break.
We are pros. That's
Yeah,
why we
we
go to
are.
the podcasting convention.
That's right.
That's right. So, yes, back to our family. We're going to meet the family now. Mario Lopez has a mom. Her name's Irma, and a sister who's also like an EMT. So that was cool.
Okay.
Like, she's like an EMT. She's like a character actress. She's really funny. I've never seen her in anything. The Irma, what's her name? Oh, Carla Jimenez.
She
She's
was.
funny.
Funny.
She was in. I just looked up the whole. She was in Better Off Ted, which is a really funny show that was on ABC for 2 seasons. If you ever
Better Off Ted
get
or
the
Better
chance.
Off Dead?
Better Off Ted.
Interesting.
It's an office workplace comedy. Really funny
Okay.
stuff.
And they have like a good chemistry, like Mario Lopez and her like feel like actual siblings. And again, something good that Lifetime does is like they really get those family dynamics like locked in. So you're never gonna have like the parents that just show up, you know, at the end and they're like, Merry Christmas. They're like it feels lived in, the relationships.
Oh, I'm sure.
So as you mentioned, Junior is filming TikToks all the time instead of studying because he wants to be famous like Mario Lopez. And Mario Lopez is like, hey, maybe you should study because, you know, I didn't just fall into this. Like, I had to work really hard and all this stuff. And Gene Kelly went to college, so you should go to college. And
Yeah.
the kid like fails geography and has to
Wow.
take the test over.
He
So he's-
fails the whole class or just the test?
I think the final, and he has to retake it. And if he doesn't pass it, then he's not going to be in the recital.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's stressful.
What?
Man,
What's wrong with
the
that?
stakes are high.
God,
here.
yeah, the stakes are high
high.
because they're trying to raise money to go to New York, Dan.
Oh,
it's not
boy.
just the recital. The recital is to help them get to New York.
Yes.
Okay, got it. So you got to pass geography.
Got to pass geography.
But he still has his TikToks. Don't forget, that's going to come back.
Oh yeah,
so
that's right. It's going to come back.
we see the old barn. Jana Kramer. I mean, whatever her name is. Oh man, I forgot.
You did it. You said
Okay.
you weren't, and you did it.
I'm gonna have to. Jana Kramer and Mario Lopez go to the barn and they're like looking through things and there's like old props and costumes and stuff. And the barn is pretty like well suited for a theater production. It has a stage with footlights.
It
Like,
does.
It's
Now,
what? Wait.
Hold on.
Do they
hold
call
on.
it a barn?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
it's
a
a
brand
my
barn.
goodness.
They used to do things there.
But
They use
the footlights.
stick-
Mario Lopez turns on the footlights with like a switch on the wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I'm just saying it's not like it's not there just by happenstance. They didn't like stumble into a stage. Like the reason why it's a stage is because they used to use the barn for that. But good news for everybody here is a stage is the perfect place for Mario Lopez to show off that he can dance.
Oh, Mario
Yes.
Lopez can dance.
Mario,
I had no idea.
I know he never shows it off. Mario Lopez, that's something he's known for, is being really like don't
Yeah,
make me dance.
Don't make me sing.
But he does a whole like tap dance routine, not
Yes.
thinking that Jana Kramer was watching, even though he totally knew
Yeah,
that she
come on.
was.
It's so great because like the whole stage is dusty, so he's like kicking up dust. It's like catching
yeah.
the light. It's like it's another artistically shot scene.
It's like he's doing an audition for Stomp or something. I want
Yes,
to kick up a broom.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was great.
For those of you that are watching on Philo TV, that's the reason why you subscribe.
PhiloTV.dth. There's a Philo.tv/DTH. You need to get on that right now because that was worth every penny.
Thank you.
He's doing barrel rolls. I think he has a foot double for the actual tap dancing because I don't know that Mario Lopez is a.
Oh, no
don't you
way.
spread the rumor out there that Mario Lopez can't tap dance. You wouldn't dare.
I just am saying I suspect that they were complicated foot combos. So I'm like, I don't know if he can do this. He's no Ryan Gosling.
But I don't understand. Mario Lopez.
He's
Patrick.
Ryan Gosling. Wait a
minute. Mario Lopez can dance. I will say, as watching this, I was like, I didn't know that he could tap. But why would you bring somebody in of name notoriety?
Of name notoriety.
That can dance and assign them a dance that they can't do.
That's tough. But we do see him barrel roll.
Yeah.
But in the barrel roll, I could do better.
Wow.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like the tap was great.
You got 15 years in the club, though, and you can't just earn that. Like, that's all experience.
Barrel rolling in the club. Barrel rolling in the club.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Look, guys, that's my next hit single.
Okay, so guy's almost 40. Can you believe it?
Iconic.
Can you believe
he's almost iconic?
He's almost iconic.
The firefighter, this is firefighter friends all come over and start working on the barn, rehabbing it, and there's one firefighter who's singing while he's picking up wood. He has a really good voice. He's really singing. And Mario Lopez gets a light bulb over his head, and he's like, what if we open up the recital to not just be a dance recital, but a town community talent show?
Yes.
Wow.
To get everyone involved and have high stakes.
I have to be honest. The fire department, I thought that getting the barn back together was going to be a bigger part of this movie. It was hardly an inconvenience. They brought the firefighter crew out there and they got it looking real nice, real quick. And I was like, oh, I thought that this was going to be are we going to be able to get it done before the thing? No, they got it done in an afternoon. The firefighter crew are miracle workers and they can sing.
And they can sing.
But
they weren't shirtless. I'm like, we're on Lifetime. I was expecting you say firefighter, I see hunks.
Yeah. Come on.
No, these were not the Lifetime firefighter hunks that we've come to know and love.
No, I was very disappointed. So, I guess hunks can't sing. So there's that.
Yeah.
But how many dubbed over singing have we seen from carolers,
Oh, none.
So, we definitely didn't see a 3-part harmony in the Noel Diary. That's for sure. Where these kids apparently just break into 3-part harmany somehow. No,
don't worry. We've got a barbershop quartet coming up in the audition montage because that's been such a thing this year. Audition montage. Why is that a thing this year? Have you noticed every movie has one?
It's been a lot of auditions. I will say about this movie from this point, which is, I don't know, what would you say? We're about halfway through the movie?
Yeah.
From this point to the end of the movie, I'm going to go out and say it is 35 to 40% performance from here on out.
What?
Yep. Yeah.
It is lot of performance. In the last
40 minutes of this movie, there's 15 minutes of
dancing or singing. Yeah. And I don't think that is, this isn't hyperbole. I genuinely think, honestly, the last 10 minutes of this movie is the talent show.
Yeah. See every act.
Every act.
Is the movie still only 84 minutes long?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
So we get the audition.
We get a juggling apple man that bites the apples and still juggles them.
Wow.
Brand, what was your favorite one?
That was your favorite one?
Yeah, that was my favorite.
There is a barbershop quartet to this point. 4 people, they're singing, and Mario Lopez goes, wow, a barbershop quartet. And then Janet Kramer goes, and they all work at the same barbershop, which I thought was a great bit. They're actually a barbershop quartet from the same barbershop.
So they all cut hair as well.
They all cut hair. They all cut hair.
Great.
So
Yes,
there you go.
and they are not they don't look like barbers. They just look like they're from the Avita
Well,
hair salon, you know?
one of the guys, the guy with the glasses with the kind of orange hair, he made a run on American Idol a few years ago.
Oh, well then
So
why wouldn't they have him sing? Maybe they
shout out to that guy. I recognized you, guy. I really liked him.
Cool. Okay, that's amazing.
This poor guy, just taking bit parts in Lifetime movies.
No, listen, man, ain't nothing about it.
But yeah, the town's basically talented, and there's also like little kid dancers, which are like cute,
Yes.
you know.
So Dan, you might be wondering to yourself, where's the conflict?
Where is the movie, and where is my time back, and when do I get to say put a cork in it?
Okay, well, hold on.
Okay. Well, there is a conflict.
Yes.
And what happens is one of the juniors' TikToks goes viral.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that Mario Lopez is in the town, so he's not laying low. He's becoming like everyone like is like obsessed with his TikToks.
And you might be thinking to yourself, that's bad. That's the opposite of what he was supposed to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
No. Everyone's eating this up. They're loving it.
So it's not a conflict.
They're loving it. They're loving it.
They want him to come back on the celebrity dance show, and Sherry O'Terry calls and is like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, this opportunity is happening. And he's like, well, I might want to do that, but what if I did a show about talent shows in small towns? And she's like, let me check on that for you. I'll like dip my toe in the waters and see if I can get you some type of show with that too. So the offers are rolling in.
Wow.
The offers are rolling in.
What
That's
a game
exactly
changer.
right. That's exactly right.
And now it's time for a break.
We're going to roll our way. I don't know. Whatever. We're back.
It's another treat for the folks watching on Philo. Getting to see the very subtle break signal that we give each other is just, I mean, it's seamless. It's seamless.
What's great is when our new hire, when our new producer, Tracy's producing this and she's
Real
pretty
bad,
worthless.
yeah.
But when our new hire gets here, they're going to be able to like communicate with Patrick, and like we have a little private chat. Like the producer could go, let's go to break. But I don't think we're going to use that because this is worth it.
Is great.
Totally.
Philo.tv/DTH.
I should probably learn how to be more professional while podcasting. So having a producer will be amazing.
Yeah, we're not going to use them for this.
Nah, seems like too much.
So, let's see. Back to where am I?
Reality.
Oh, Jana Kramer has.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Jana Kramer has a solo, and it's like a modern dance solo dance. Then her and Mario Lopez do the duet we saw from the beginning. And
that's right.
And that's good. And then the Christmas show is here. It's happening.
Well, hold on, Patrick. Gosh, Patrick. Hold on.
What I miss?
Okay. So they do a full, like, hey, there's a little bit of a thing. She overhears that he's on this call. And he tells her getting offers, and she's basically like, oh, no, you're going to leave us. You're going to go back to LA, blah, blah, blah. And so she's kind of mad at him, but she's like, I guess we still need to practice. So that's when they do the whole dance, like they dance on the street. There's a
so
bench.
Then we get back to the first scene.
Yes. They get back to the first scene shot now this time like a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
Yes, which is like, we're going to dance. Like, you know how in musicals, when they're dancing on the street, lots of times it's like one fluid shot and you're going down the street. This is like going from station to station with like weird fade cuts. It was weirdly shot, but kudos, they did it. And at the end of it, that's when he's like, are we good? And she says, we'll see. I don't know, basically, and walks off. And so that gets us to the talent thing. They're not in great standing with each other, but he gets a call from his agent again and is like, hey, the talent show idea, everyone's going nuts about this. It's going to take off, blah, blah, blah. And he's basically like, well, only if I can stay here, basically, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, and if Jana Kramer can be involved.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
got it.
Wants Jenna Kramer to be involved. Right.
Of course.
So now the talent show happens, and there's like a really tight dance montage. It's like very TikTok-y like movements, and you're like, this was great. And you think that's going to be the end, but then this guy comes out with a guitar and sings a song about Jesus, like a honky tonk song. And
it was an original honky tonk Jesus Christmas song.
Yes, what?
Yes. And
it was really a weird choice.
Intercut with this song is like little kids dancing like in tutus.
The juggling apple guy.
The ventriloquist guy is there.
Jesus Christ says, come to save me from my sins. Juggle, juggle, apple, jump.
Yes, exactly.
It was really weird.
The crowd loves it, though. They all like audibly are like, oh, this is great. Yeah. And then we see a real violin player playing the violin. Like, the fingers were working.
But also the guitar player. It seemed like they recorded both of those musical things like live.
Yeah,
like
they're real.
It was too real. Like what he was doing with the guitar and the violin, it was too real and sound like it sounded like they just used the room. Which thank you for doing.
Yeah, very organic for a movie that starts with
talent show.
Talent
was on display.
Sure was.
Finally,
why is it called Steppin into the holiday?
Because they dance. They do steps.
Got it. Good.
We have our firefighter singing "Oh Holy Night," and he nails it.
He does nail it. I will say he does nail it.
Wow. All right.
Acapella.
He goes acapella, and he goes for that key change at the end. And I was like really nervous, but I was like, well, he did it.
He honestly crushed it. Like, I don't know who this guy was, but if I heard my local firefighter, thank you for your service. Do you say that to firefighter?
Sure.
That I would be like, you should do a talent show. So I'm glad they did that.
Right. So then Mario Lopez comes on stage and Jana Kramer comes on stage. They do their little dance too. And he tells her like, I'm not going to take Celebrity Dance Off. I am going to stay with you. And I want to just do this thing with you. They almost kiss at the end of their dance, but then everyone starts doing backflips. Like all over the stage. Everyone's doing backflips.
So many backflips.
Like back handsprings. Like at least 20 people on stage doing backflips.
Yes. Now, while this is happening, so right before the talent show started, they go on stage, right, to introduce this talent show time. And right before going on stage, she's like, hey, I got some big news to tell you because she's going to be a part of the talent show.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't have time for this. We're not going to do this right now. And so then they go on stage and they're like, welcome to the talent show. And everybody starts cheering. And for some reason, at this point in time, while everyone is cheering for the talent show, she puts the mic down and goes, I'm really going to miss you. And it was really weird. And so he's like, well, maybe you won't have to. And then they're standing off stage the whole talent show.
Oh, yes.
Standing next to each other in awkward silence, like tension is high. And finally he comes clean. He tells her the truth. He's like, I can't hold this in anymore. Guess what? I'm staying here. And guess what? TV show for everybody. So
yeah,
just couldn't hold it anymore. Couldn't hold it anymore.
It's true.
Okay.
And then they kiss for real now. They kiss because everyone's happy.
And everyone's doing backflips.
And we get like a title card, like what was that movie? The silent movie that won all the Oscars, like
The Artist.
The Artist, like that font, and it's like the end.
Wow.
Oh, and all the kids are going to New York.
Great.
Oh yeah, to see a Broadway show.
Awesome. They made it New York. Past geography too, I assume.
He did.
Yes,
Great.
Of course.
Good.
Although, did they even really? She told him that he couldn't do the show anymore because he got the bad grade. Was there any resolution to that aside from he was there, so we assume that he?
I think he's there, so we assume he
did
it. So
okay,
great.
So that's the movie. We'll start with I always forget with Dan.
Yeah,
Dan, what are you thinking?
Put a cork in it. Oh my gosh, this sounds just so miserable. It sounds like nothing happened but dancing and singing, and that's it. I don't know. I could not tell you the stakes of this movie aside from the fact that he wants to do a talent show instead of a TV show. I don't know anything else. This sounds miserable and I hated it. So no, absolutely not. Put a cork in it.
Okay. Well, tell us how you really feel. Bran, what are you thinking?
So here's the thing with this movie is it is more performances per minute of screen time than I've ever seen in one of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not just montages. Like the last 10 minutes is legitimately a talent show. The good news about that is typically not the case, is everything was actually really good, right? Like all the talents that were showed in this talent show were really quality, aside from the country song. But even that was like still like good for what it was, right?
Yeah.
It was good for what it was. And so now I'm a little bit conflicted because I imagine these actors got the script and it's like, I don't know,
6 pages,
a lot less pages than what they're normally used to working with.
Mm-hmm.
And so as far as like story goes, not great. As far as performances go, really good.
But this is Lifetime Uncorked, Brent. So you got to either put a cork in it or pour it up.
I'm going to put a cork in the movie, but I'm going to pour it out for the performances.
You're going to pour it out.
Pour it up even.
Yeah.
So you're pouring it up.
I would watch that talent show again.
Oh my God.
But I would not watch the music again.
Great.
I mean the movie again.
Got it.
Right.
So you're, okay.
So I again am going against the grain. I think I'm pouring it up because I think the talent was very talented. And
that's what I'm saying.
And the,
it makes you stop and think for a second. Like, what did I just watch? Did I watch a good movie? No.
No, you didn't. You just watched like a talent show, and that's okay. Like,
and it's a really good talent show.
What if you didn't get invited to a Christmas talent show this year and you needed to see one? This is the one to watch.
Man, I don't ever want to be in that scenario. But Patrick, I do want to be very, very clear, just based upon emails and messages that I got alone. After putting a cork in Reindeer Games Homecoming and pouring up this movie, I just can't imagine. I can't imagine what's coming your way because.
Have you gotten a lot of feedback about how wrong you were about Reindeer Games Homecoming?
I apparently have to go and watch Reindeer Games Homecoming.
Here's the thing, guys. Like, I'm going with what I'm thinking in the moment, and retrospectively, was the movie with Sarah Drew better than this movie? Yes, I should have poured that one up comparatively, but I can't because
we don't do comparative pours here.
It's apples and oranges, so I'm taking it for what it is, where I'm at this moment, and this was what I needed. I watched a lot of movies this weekend, and this one I actually remembered. So
that's the thing this one had going for it. In the busiest week of the year when it comes to movies, this wasn't a movie. So if that's what you needed, then yeah, this worked. It is, guys, I'm not, it's a great talent show.
Yeah. And the supporting cast was really good. The leads, Mario Lopez can do no wrong. Jana Kramer, we've already discussed her.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pour it up. I think this might be, well, I don't know. I can't compare them.
I think this might be. I don't know.
I was gonna say the best movie ever. Just kidding.
Ever.
No.
It is a good. Yeah, I stand by what I said. I'm not going to pour up the movie, but guys, it's a great talent show.
If you say so.
It's a great talent show.
I'm happy for you guys. I will never watch it.
No, you should.
There we go.
I wouldn't say like. I mean, yeah, I'm pouring it up, so I guess you should check it out. But that's the whole point of it, right?
That's what that means. Yes, that's what that means.
I have a question about next week. What movie are we doing?
That is a great question. We do know, and I'm shocked to see this, but it is our last one of the year.
Wow!
Because we're not going to put one out on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, no.
If you can believe it.
Save that.
We're gonna go. We're going to go with a New Orleans Noel.
New Orleans Noel. Got it.
With Rudy.
Oh.
From The Cosby Show.
Oh, okay.
Not
Sean Astin?
Not Sean Astin. Although, can I throw something out there?
Rudy.
A movie where Rudy and Rudy fall in love?
Rudy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And you call it Rudy the Red-Nosed
No.
Romance?
We'll get there.
I don't know.
There's something there. There's
something there. I don't know. What is the age difference between Rudy and Rudy?
It's got to be close.
They're similar in age.
Like in my mind, she's still a child and he's still Rudy, but they're both obviously not that anymore. I think they're closer. I think
Keisha Knight Pulliam is 43 years old.
Okay, so he's in his 50s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Sean Astin is 51 years old.
That's not bad though.
It's close.
That's like
it's closer than Mario Lopez and Jana Kramer.
That's true. That's true.
If you can believe it. So
guys, what do we got to do to get Rudy happening?
Rudy.
I
love it.
Patrick's not touching it.
No,
that's fair.
Nope.
That's fair. All right, next week, New Orleans Noel, last one of the year, which is a shame, but don't worry, Patrick's not going anywhere. He's going to keep hanging out with us. And until then, maybe we're the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.